What's up, guys? It's Orden That's Rock 1, and, well, yeah, I haven't made a video since, like, what, the third day in the haunt? Something like that. Anyway, I just watched it and, thought, maybe I should make another video because I told him I was going to. Couple months late, I know, sorry. Yeah, still recuperating from missing Haunt so much. Anyway, I just pretty much want to say how amazing this year was. It's January, and I still freshly have the things that I did at Haunt on my mind, and I relive them whenever I get bored and start to daydream. Just a couple things here is my Halloween Haunt rookie hat, and this to me is a hold on one second. I got a text from one of the FM sliders, Evan, if you're watching this. But to me, I think I'll always be a rookie, and it's hard to explain. Obviously, I made it very vocal about one of my biggest influences as a monster is and always has been Spaz, formerly a CS monster, now in Ghost Town, and he helped me a lot. He got me off the porch. He kicked my butt. Hey, let's go do Spaz laps, and he really pushed me to become really well, and whereas other people may start good and level off, I like to think that because of him and the amazing talent on Ghost Town all helping me to bust my ass to get better and better, that I started kind of leveled and I got better and better and better and better. Of course, I don't think that there's a such thing as the best monster, which is why I want to always, I'll always try to be a rookie, and I got that term from Spaz, who still wears his red rookie hat, and I asked him why, and he said because you'll always be a rookie. I mean, this is his 20th year working, I think, coming up, and he told me, I've been here so long, but I always learn something new. There's always someone else who amazes me, who can do something different or better than what I do, and I try to turn that into something that helps me. There's always something to learn. There's no such thing as the best monster. And that's something that really opened my eyes, and I had a lot of respect for. And, he vocalized that to me first, but I think a lot of monsters also follow the suit with that same philosophy. And I think Haunt this year was just spectacular. I had a lot of doors open for me. I had a lot of opportunities that I'm really thankful for. Not a whole lot that I want to say because I like to show and prove, but look for me next year. Hopefully I'll make rehire auditions. I'm not super worried about it, but if you're not worried about it, you're not doing something right. So I'm hopeful for rehire. I'll be auditioning with my same character. Hopefully it's a couple months off. I don't want to think about it now, but because it's healthy to step away from Haunt for a little bit, but I'll probably be auditioning with the Schoolboy. I like how I can be verbal with it. And I liked my mask this year. I don't think I'll be sticking with it. Only because Lou Body did a great job sculpting it, molding it. I loved it. But I just went a little too hard on it. Kind of ripped, torn up latex. I had to glue it with E6000, and it wasn't the most comfortable thing ever. But yeah, I made the most of it, and I loved it, and I liked it with my hair up. I did my hair up toward the end of the run, and I liked it a lot. Got some great feedback. Ghost Town Awards. This is everyone got this on Ghost Town during our personal Ghost Town banquet. Everyone got one of these. I thought it was really cool. It's GTS burnt into wood, and still smells really cool. I believe that was done by Jabberjaw Andros. Which is awesome. I think that's so cool. I've never seen that before. I thought that was so rad. But we had the award banquet, and it was really awesome and fun. I think Rookie of the Year was won by Whittle, the quilter, the girl who had the suit made out of quilts. I thought that was the coolest costume I've ever seen. That was just so rad. Slider of the Year went to Guru. Let's see, who else? There's a ton I know. There's like best voice, best character, there was a ton of them. Now I want to think of them off the top of my head. I know most dedicated went to Andros, um, and I do I that is one thing I really did vote for him for. I'm glad that he won that. Monster of the Year went to Spaz, who I thought very much deserved it, and he definitely showed to a lot of people, obviously, that he did deserve it. And he's a great guy. He's a great monster. I hope he never stops. I'd like to be working with him when I'm on my 20th year, and I could see that happening. But really, just everyone on Ghost Town was so helpful. There was no one that really stayed quiet. If they saw me doing something that I shouldn't be doing or had something to improve, maybe they would come up and tell me, not in a bad way. They would be very helpful with it, and it was seriously everybody. Like, even people that I'd see and I was like, oh, they're kind of quiet, I don't know. They come up to me and be very open and very nice about it, and I thought that was great. People help me with normal life stuff, haunt stuff, and costume stuff, and I really got to know a lot of people through it, and I'm really fortunate about that. And I made a lot of friends, and you know, it's one thing to see the haunt family and think what it's about, but it's the other thing to live it. And this has only been my first year with it, and I can only hope that it'll expand to 20, 40-year veteran, still mindset of a rookie, but 40-year veteran, and seeing all these people who I've gone through trials with at haunt, working every day this year. I think it's very true that if you can get through the whole year like this, like we did this year with no days off, with your brothers and sisters in arms, that you can really accomplish any feat. And people look at haunt like it's a very easy thing, and I'm not going to say it's super hard, because it is very difficult to do. It's not easy. You're out there for, God, 6 hours a night, 7 hours a night, something like that, sometimes even more, and you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into what you're doing. And sometimes, I've seen people crying on stage, or when they're in costume, when they're in character, just to enhance their character, and I think that's just so cool. And it was the first week, I think I got caught up with a couple times, and I got called on that by I think Spaz once or twice, that I was a fan mind in the body of a monster. And there was just sometimes I would just kind of stop and look at someone stare and just think like, oh, are they coming for me next? Oh wait, I'm a monster. I'm not this anymore. I gotta stop that. And that, it was cool to see myself progress and see videos of myself. Thank you to Art Dracula for making that video. I thought that was really awesome. I had some amazing moments this year that I just cannot describe. Living it is something that I can't explain. The release that haunt gives you is so awesome. You forget about the world, and for 8 hours a night you can be someone that you're not. You can create a whole new persona and be a whole different whoever you want to be. And you make a voice, you make a story, you make a tone, you make up how he walks, you make up everything about it, and it's your world. And the guests come into your world and they're yours. And that's something I thought was so cool. That's always been that mysticism about haunt that I think no one's really been able to put words into, but I think it's true. And it's nerves, and it's adrenaline, and it's soreness, and it's sweating, and it's lots of water, and it's blisters on your feet, and running, and hitting the floor, and hitting objects, and climbing, and screaming. And that's what makes haunt difficult. And not only that, but having to work into your daily life, and whether you're school or work or whatever, family, friends that you have to work haunt around. If you can get through haunt, and with all those things, and still put 110% effort in, like I know everyone at haunt does, that's what makes it difficult. One of my buddies, Mark, he was deaf in the trap maze at the very end of the maze. He fell in love with haunt, and I never thought him a person to do that. He's been a haunt once as a guest, and he was talking to me the other day about it and how he missed it, and he wants it to come back, and it's you give haunt one try and you'll get attached to it, and it's true. and he loves where he was. I think he wants to come out on streets, but he likes. He was like, I could see where he's coming from, wanting to stay maybe entrapped, being, this you were the first person to be this monster in this maze ever, and he might want to stay that character, and I totally understand that. I think that's very valiant of him to do. I live where I am. He's voiced wanting to come out to the streets a couple times. I hope he makes it. My buddy Albert, he was probably one of the most phenomenal maze monsters, and he worked in Fallout, and he made me jump in walkthroughs. Actually, I didn't even know who he was, but he was one of those other guys who I think hopefully I really want to make it out. I want everyone to be where they want to be, and everyone at Haunt is so awesome and helpful, and from the monsters on Ghost Town to Tim and Bill and all the wardrobe and all them, it's really a well-oiled machine, and it wouldn't come together unless all these people are working in sequence. And for anyone that wants to work Haunt, I think that everyone should. I really do. It'll open your eyes up to, I think, what's this weird obsession that these guys are loving so much? Well, work it before you talk about it, because I think my buddy Mark was the same way. I think his nickname is Marky Mark or something like that. Mine would be Fidget, and I don't like to sit still. I always like to move around and stuff, so that name kind of came to light. But he used to say, like, what's this thing you're obsessed with, blah, 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 why are you sliding all the time? And I think now he really wants to, now he understands what it's about, because it's not just dressing up to scare people. It's doing something that you can't do year-round in fear of being put in a mental asylum or a home, and that's so cool. But really, everyone at Haunt is amazing. I can speak for everyone on Ghost Town. I saw, put in numbers out there, as Spaz would say. Another couple of people that really helped me out, really told me like it is, and I really respect. Improv was there, Virus is there, and he is a veteran. I didn't really realize that till this year talking to him. Ed, Slither, the Snake Man. Who else? As far as veterans, Chase, Sequel. He's that guy's. I like him a lot. He's a beast out there. He's really helpful. Was super funny, and I met him before Haunt started. Him and one of the FM Sliders brothers are really good friends. So I kind of met him once through that. But he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Really inspirational too. And then Cowboy Bobby started before I started the season, before Haunt started. He messaged me, saying that he was excited for me and the other rookies, and he was definitely there whenever I needed help or a pointer or advice about Haunt. He was there. One night I put in my contact. I scratched my cornea. I had to leave halfway through the night. That's the only night I missed of Haunt. It still haunts me. No pun intended. But yeah, and I couldn't even open my eye. I had a hard time driving home. I was there the next day, but as I was leaving, he did come up to me and he was like, "Yo, dude, are you okay? Are you sure? Do you need help? Chase 2, do you need a ride home? Blah blah blah." And they really rally around you and make sure that you're okay, because they know, I think, that every single person, regardless of who it is, has a spot in Ghost Town and does their job well. And especially this year, everyone did their job well, and they didn't want to see anyone go down. I think we only had like 81 talent this year. So the numbers that we put up with as little talent as we had were truly awesome. And I want it to keep growing, and I think everyone in Ghost Town does. And the more wide-eyed rookies I think that we get, the better it'll be. Because I know there was a couple like that this year, myself included. I think I was the only 18-year-old on Ghost Town this year, which is cool. And I hope that we get more energetic, awesome, ready to kick butt people. And I think everyone hopes for that. And I really do think the Haunt will develop into something that cannot be touched by Universal or Six Flags or any other independent haunt. that would be, I think, everyone's hope. And I think this year was a pivotal turning point in turning Haunt into what it used to be, and not a whole lot of cartoony type stuff, like really just nitty gritty. We are scary. You come in here, we'll destroy you. And I think that's really the motif that we tried to associate this entire year. You run them into the ground. You chase them. You stop them. You do whatever you can to get into their head and make them think that they're really threatened. And we did a great job of that. And there are memorable stares. I could go on for hours, but unfortunately I'm running on almost 16 minutes, and I'm probably boring you guys out. I'm getting my Joestown jersey soon. I'll probably make another small video showing off how proud I am of that. But if anyone in Joestown sees this, anyone at Haunt sees this, which I'm sure you will, I'm not updating. This isn't an update. This is just telling you how awesome Haunt was this year. Shout out to all you guys. All you guys really helped me, no matter who you are at Haunt. One way or another, even if we glanced at each other one day, everyone helped me out and everyone's beneficial to each other, and Haunt cannot happen without you, whoever you are watching this, whether it's a fan or a monster or management, whatever. But yeah, so alright guys, well that's pretty much it, and I'll see you when I get my jersey. So yeah, Orton That's Rock 1 signing off.